Hi friends. How is everyone? Are we having fun? I'm so excited to have you here, Aubrey.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. This table is very large. I'm like, we don't have enough people, but my ego is big enough to fill it, so.
I feel very important, to be honest with you right now. I want to hear, I'm sure we all want to hear, some updates. Do we have any updates for the mobile game? Tell us.
We do. Chris, can I get a PowerPoint? Because I'm a game developer and I use PowerPoint. So lots of cool stuff to talk about with Elite General Manager today. We came out on July 15th with version 1.0. We've done a number of smaller updates, a couple tweaks to some existing features, mostly a lot of bug fixes. But we've been rather quiet since then, mostly because we've got a lot of cool stuff coming out very, very soon. So today I'm going to talk about our next content update that we're currently shooting for, so long as Apple approves us, the week of September 14th, so it's 2 weeks from now.
Exciting.
And our season pass system. So next slide. So our content update, we've got a lot of fun stuff. Most of this is all stuff we actually wanted in the game when it came out, but we ran out of time. So it's really great because as people were asking for stuff like, I want ranked multiplayer, it's like, haha, we're going to give you ranked multiplayer, which we will talk about. So we've got a news and event system, so we'll be able to tell you outside of my Twitter feed when we have new things going into the game. So if you have the game installed, you'll find out new stuff's coming. We have wrestler skins, which I'm very excited about. So if you have someone like The Bunny, who started as a different character, you can have her previous skin. I'm particularly excited about this because our Brandon Cutler art is very out of date, and I want young boy Brandon Cutler in the game.
Ew.
So, sorry, I forgot my audience here. But yeah, you'll be able to actually have different wrestler costumes and swap them and have the wrestlers you want look the way you want in the game. We have new storyline missions, new challenges, so a lot of new single-player content that you can play through. We have new avatars. You can set up your player avatar for how you are viewed online. And currently we only have a few, so we're going to give you a couple more that you could be. We have new finishers. This is a big thing that I really wanted. I want to eventually have every single wrestler's finisher in the game. And we've got some really cool ones coming in, so those will be there. We have a game compendium, which is a fancy word for encyclopedia, WrestlePedia, I think is what we called it.
Okay.
In a phone call yesterday. But essentially right now, if you wanted to learn about your wrestler stats, your gimmicks, your perks, or your segments, you have to start an endless game and then poke around at stuff. And it's just really cumbersome. So this is a great way to actually look at all of the data we have in the game. And then segment animations, which is super dope. If you played the game, you notice you can set a segment modifier to matches, but then you don't ever actually see it play out. But now you can have something like Spa Day, where you see a lot of wrestlers hop into an actual hot tub and there's bamboo. It's dope. Trust me, it's amazing. Next slide. We have new wrestlers coming. So this update will feature 13 new wrestlers. We've actually hired more since we had the cutoff that will be in a future update. Sorry, Fuego. Fuego got pushed because we hired CM Punk. I think he'll understand. So I'm really excited. We have Thunder Rosa in the game. She's someone I've wanted for a very long time, but we couldn't have her until she was officially signed with AEW. So boom, immediately sent her promo art to our artists. Anthony Agogo is one that we planned for a long time, but it's very important to us to not have someone in the game until they've debuted as a wrestler because we don't want to spoil what their gear looks like. That's very personal to them, and we don't want to be the ones to do that. So we've got all the wingmen, my favorite faction in AEW. Julia Hart and Brian Pillman Jr. are going to join Griff Garrison in the game. We also have -1, which he does not know that he's in the game. So keep this private between all of us. Don't tell anyone. Because Amanda's going to tell him when the update comes out. And I've been texting his art because I have to get it approved by all the wrestlers. So I tell Amanda hey, here's what he looks like.
Yeah.
I also made his stats very similar to his dad's. So so he's OP, like he is in real life. He'll just come in and beat you with a kendo stick.
I know. I love it. I love it.
It's a shoot, brother. Yeah, and then of course CM Punk. He's kind of a big deal. We'll talk a little bit about CM Punk a little bit more later on down. Next slide. Ranked multiplayer is finally coming. Very, very excited about this. Right now you can play multiplayer games, but they're all very casual. Now you'll be able to play against other people and see how you rank within the region, around the world, and we'll give out awards based on your ranking. So much like other games, lots of cool little trophies. You'll climb the ranks. It's great. I love it. It's awesome. Let's move on to the next slide. Championship belt system. So right now the champions will start with who they are in game. So right now, Britt Baker.
Ew.
I know. I'm not a
like
conspiracy
DMD.
theorist or anything, but so she's currently champion. And if you start a new endless game, she will start champion. But if your belt changes, it'll go to whoever.
Me.
Sure. So now we can actually set the championship belt system as a segment. So if you want to say, hey, I want Britt Baker to face Nyla for a championship match, set it up. Nyla could win the championship because, I mean, Britt Baker's not going to have it forever.
I think she might.
I don't know.
Long time. Unless it's me.
I'm no comment. Next slide. As we said, wrestler skin system. So we're going to release a bunch of wrestler skins in this first one. So we've got a lot of different art. Again, we'll have eventually all different kinds of skins that you can have with people. So you'll have their entrance gear. You'll have yeah, you're very excited.
I know. I'm like, this is the first time I'm seeing it, and I'm like, wow, it's so cool.
Yeah, Allie's never seen this before, so this is fun. All right, next slide. The first season will be our season of Punk. So we're very excited to be adding CM. So CM Punk is like the reason I got into wrestling. For those of you that don't know, like I watched the pipe on. I'm like, this is awesome. Which was a really awkward conversation to have with him the other day. I'm like, hi, you know you're the reason I'm here, right?
Oh, I love that you told him, though.
I did.
It's so wholesome.
Hi, I'm a Mark. But no, for real. So I was like, oh, cool. I get to add like the guy who got me into wrestling into a video game I'm making. Like my life is wild and crazy. But yeah, so our first season will be themed around CM Punk because he's kind of a big deal. Next slide. So CM Punk, the first content, we'll have CM Punk in the game. And as before, I should mention, all of our wrestlers are not locked behind paywalls. That will continue. Like, I want you guys to be able to draft any wrestler to your roster without spending a dime. Because, like, yeah, free-to-play games. We all know free-to-play games. They have microtransactions and stuff. And honestly, like, that's how we make money. So if you want to keep working on the game, maybe to buy some stuff, just saying. But, yeah, I don't want to lock any wrestlers behind content. But if you want cool CM Punk avatars or cool CM Punk skins, you'll have to purchase our season pass, which will be available only for a limited amount of time. But once you get that content, you have it forever. And if you don't get that content, you will never have it again. So you better pick it up. We'll also have a new finisher, maybe a GTS. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have a new gimmick. I think we were throwing around ice cream bar the other day at the office.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like you need the ice cream bar as a gimmick. I
100%.
want to know how that would be used in a match anyway. Lots of different accessories and then new emotes, so you can customize your avatar a little bit more, and then you can throw more taunts at people in multiplayer. And Chris, I think that's the last slide of my presentation. Thank you for doing that for me. Thank you. But yeah, we got it coming out.
So exciting.
2 weeks from now. Date to be TBD based on Apple. They've been moving pretty fast.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, it's very,
we love
very
an
exciting.
update.
Yeah, I've been a little busy. Sorry we've been so quiet, but we're working on cool stuff. And we're already setting up our second season, so lots of cool stuff coming in on that one as well.
Can I just say, something that makes me really happy is how excited and how passionate you are about the game. It really just warms my heart to see you so dedicated. She works so hard on this. Like,
bro.
I mean, watching you walk up to people on the roster and show them their avatar
like,
and
hey,
everything.
Here's what you look like. And they're like, whoa!
And everybody usually gets emotional or really excited, and it's just probably like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I think my favorite one was when I showed Joey his, and he's like, I'm too jacked. And I was like, well, the game's coming out in 3 weeks. Can you look this jacked by then? He goes, no, but can you not change it? or I look really tan. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So I'm really just getting favors out of people. But yeah, that's
we
our
love
update. Thank you. Please download the game if you haven't yet. I really like it. I think it's a fun game. A little different than the normal GM experience, but you get to draft any of your favorite AEW wrestlers to your roster. So more fun stuff coming.
Yes, very exciting. Okay, so we do have another guest. He is a little bit evil, and he looks great in his suit.
Yes.
Evil Uno!
Hey.
Hi, friend.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm caffeinated, ready to roll. Very exciting.
I am not. I am not. How is everyone else here today? Good.
Great.
Great.
So what do you have to tell us,
What do
Evil
I
Uno?
have to tell
yeah.
you? Well, unfortunately, I'm not revealing a new video game or anything.
Nope.
So I'm
Wow.
sorry in
Maybe
advance.
you should just leave then.
No.
Hey,
He should stay.
Hey, that's not very nice.
JK.
Stay.
I will reveal this, but I have been employed by AEW Games now for a few months.
Yes.
On a top secret initiative that we have been starting. It's not a new game, but do people here like Let's Plays? Yes? Do people like seeing professional wrestlers play video games together? Do people watch Twitch streams here? Okay, noted. Well, then please, could you play the video, good sir, in the back?
I think we're on the right track. Oh.
Yes! What happened?
He forgot to grab!
It's a throwing knife.
Oh! That's ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Yes. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, do you think?
I didn't
think
get
so.
it.
AEW professional wrestlers playing video games starting at the end of this month. There will be Twitch streams on twitch.tv/AEW Games featuring a whole roster of people. We will also be debuting a show before Dynamite live on Twitch so that you have seen a whole list of people here who will be regularly Twitch streaming. But, you know, the Eddie Kingstons, the Orange Cassidys, who may not know how to Twitch stream, who may not have
They get a
the
little help.
technical capabilities to do so,
Especially
will
Eddie.
be appearing on this live show as well before Dynamite. It's going to be an interactive show, but at the core of it, we're playing video games. And also on our YouTube channel that has already been released, AEW Games as well, we will be releasing talent tournaments. The first tournament, which will be FIFA 21, a game we play in the backstage fairly regularly, will be dropping in a couple weeks. Who will be the first champ? You will have to watch and find out.
I have a question.
Go on.
Why was Orange shirtless?
Why was there?
Why was Orange shirtless?
It's a great question.
That is.
We'll never know.
I don't know how to explain that.
He was just too fired up. Shirt came off.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He
right. He was
totally
just
gets fired
very,
up.
very excited to play video games.
Aren't we all?
he was.
So you can find that out. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts to find out the exact time when it will be coming out and who will be there. You can find us at AEW Games on Twitter and play AEW Games on Instagram as well.
It's very exciting.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Are you? You're a part of the official AEW Games roster.
I am. And I have to say, I feel like it might have been you that killed me during that.
It was definitely me that
100%
killed you in
that killed
Among
you.
Us. That's
yeah,
right.
Thanks for that, Uno.
I'm
Really
sorry.
appreciate it. Now, I do have another question for you.
Yes.
Do we have any news at all on the console game?
Oh.
Any news at all, please? We want to know.
So
Do you have news?
I don't. I've been all Elite GM all the time.
I do think I know someone who might, though.
Is Jungle Boy around?
Jungle Boy, could you come out here, sir? The boy from Jungle.
Welcome, friends.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Jungle Boy.
Hey.
Jungle,
going
we
on?
have a special video we'd like to show you.
Okay, let's
All
see
right?
it.
So please, if you will. There you have it. Jungle Boy will be in the AEW console game. What do you think?
That is so cool. It's kind of crazy, you know, growing up playing wrestling video games. I And now that's me, that little kids are going to be playing.
You
my
look
moves
real
and
jacked.
stuff. That's super cool. So
Yeah,
thank you
that's
guys.
awesome. Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yay.
Yay.
I just feel like this is such a wholesome, such an exciting time.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's so happy and excited, and
I mean, it's pay-per-view
Very
weekend.
wholesome.
yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today, guys.
Short
you
and
feel like
sweet.
you learned a lot about AEW Games? Feel like you got all the info you needed?
For those of you asking, we will be putting this presentation up on our YouTube page. So if your friends are like, oh, I want to really see Jungle Boy in the console game, they'll have a chance. Just rub it in their face that you got to see it first.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.